Viewer discretion is advised.
Boom, perfect timing.
You got some credits for that weapon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to on it.
Huh?
I got to. You just say you ran my tags, that let you know everything.
Okay, so let me see it.
What you need to see?
Your permit.
My permit for what?
The weapon.
It's not concealed. What you need my
said
permit?
You had one.
No, I'm just saying what you need that for if it's not concealed to show them.
You said you have a permit. Do you have a permit? Yes or no?
A permit for what?
To carry that weapon.
You don't need a permit to carry a weapon.
Sorry?
You don't need a permit to carry a weapon.
You need a permit to carry it concealed.
It's not.
That's what I saw when I was.
I'm saying I'm saying that weapon right there is not concealed.
Do you have a permit? Yes or no?
That's irrelevant.
Roy Leeshun Williams noticed a Richmond, Virginia police cruiser closely tailing his vehicle. After being followed for approximately 10 blocks, the police cruiser eventually pulled him over. It is worth noting that Mr. Williams had previous encounters with the Richmond, Virginia Police Department, where he, as a licensed armed security guard, recorded instances of alleged harassment by the police, which gained significant attention online. In these encounters, Mr. Williams was legally open carrying a firearm, yet there always seemed to be an escalation or issue. This is important to consider because in future videos, the reasons for the lack of updates from Roy Leeshun Williams will be revealed.
I noticed this officer following me, like you said, about 10 blocks prior. It was obvious. He was right on me. I could have hit brakes and he would have ran into the back of me. So I was waiting any moment, probably about 3 blocks or 2 blocks ago. 2 blocks into the following for him to pull me. I was waiting. And then when he didn't pull me, I said, oh, maybe he's not pulling me. He just an officer that's just riding close on somebody that's just minding his business. And then there you go, the lights, bow, boom, pull. And I know for a fact I wasn't doing nothing because I had an officer trailing me for 10 blocks. Like, I'm not going to purposely do something that make you pull me. And I'm not speeding at the moment. He said I was speeding on a street 10 blocks ago. I said, sir, if I was speeding at the rate you said I was speeding, don't you want to hurry up and pull over a car and see what's wrong with the person before somebody get injured or whatever the case may be? He said, well, I was running your tags. I wanted to see who I was dealing with. I said, did you find out who you was dealing with? Yep, I know who I'm dealing with. Okay, well, now that you know who you're dealing with, this should be a nice and simple, easy, here your ticket, have a nice day, sir. Nah, it wasn't that. I just said I can't make this stuff up because not only do they know who they dealing with every time they deal with me, but each officer tries to disrespect me from their own angle. And it's to the point that, like, come on now, is all you guys really like this, or are you guys sitting at the precinct around the table saying, hey, let's go be an asshole to Roy Williams today? Like, what's going on? Like, what's really been talked about in those precincts or in those emails or in that database that you guys have? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's really going on? Because this is absurd. And he get to talking, and the way he was talking, I just knew he couldn't have had no type of training on the Constitution, because he was talking about having paperwork for open carrying. And I'm like, dude, all you got to do is be 21 with no felony to have an open carry weapon. Like, what are you talking about? Well, you say you got credentials and you say you got, I do. If I wanted to hide this gun from you, then my credentials would kick into effect. Got some police action. This motherfucker's following me. Let's see what this about. There we go. I don't know why. Boy.
start?
Huh?
You know what the speed limit is?
Where?
Where you just came from?
Broad Rock?
No. You know what street you on?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? How about Orcutt?
That was a long minute back there. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
There ain't no time limit.
I'm saying, why you ain't been pull me?
Excuse me?
Why you ain't been pull me? That was a
I
long
ain't been
time.
for you because I was running your tag.
Oh,
To see who I'm dealing with.
you see?
Mm-hmm.
You know who you dealing with?
So do you know what the speed limit is?
Huh? Back there?
Yeah.
What you clocked me at?
That's not the question I asked you.
Did I know what the speed limit was? Yeah.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay, what's the speed limit?
Back there on Orcutt? 30.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing about 35.
No, you were doing 45.
Oh no, I definitely wasn't doing 45.
That's what took me so long because I paced you the whole time you were going.
Nah, somebody speeding like that, you pull them immediately and ask them what the they think
You do?
going like.
You
what
know
the,
me?
No, I'm just saying. Period.
I'm asking you a question. Do you know
No,
me?
I'm just saying. Officer. Period.
I'm asking you a question. Do you know me?
No, I don't.
Then you can't say what I'm gonna do
Okay.
because you don't know me.
Sound like you're getting a little rowdy.
Are you law enforcement?
Am I?
I'm asking.
Something like it.
Huh?
Something like it.
Excuse me?
I said something like it.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in that
So you
field.
got some creds?
I'm in that field.
Huh?
I said I'm in that
You in
field.
that field? Oh, you got some creds? You got some creds for that weapon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to on it.
Huh?
I got to. You just say you ran my tags. That let you know everything.
Okay, so let me see it.
What you need to see?
Your permit,
My permit for what?
the weapon.
It's not concealed. What you need
You
my
said you
permit?
had one.
No, I'm just saying what you need that for if it's not concealed to show 'em.
You said you have a permit. Do you have a permit? Yes or no?
A permit for what?
To carry that weapon.
You don't need a permit to carry a weapon.
sorry?
You don't need a permit to carry a weapon.
You need a permit to carry it concealed. You
It's
said
not-
that's what I saw when I was.
I'm
looking
saying you.
up.
I'm saying that weapon right there is not
Do
concealed.
you have a permit? Yes or no?
That's irrelevant.
It is relevant. You the one that telling me what I saw on my screen.
But it's not concealed though. The weapon is showing, so I don't need to show you my concealed weapon permit.
Okay. Well, let me see your license.
Okay. Now we getting somewhere. You want to see my license? There you go. There you go.
If you're gonna play this game, you should have already had that.
Oh nah, you didn't ask me. You came up asking other questions about speed limits. But if you wanted to see my license, I would have
I came
happily.
up to see when it was okay for me to start because you had your camera.
Oh yeah, I told you could have started. Therefore, you could have said license and registration, and we could have been and got this over and done with.
Well,
So
yeah,
that's why I
see,
say
the
you
game
sounded
too, I
like
just
you
wanna see
saying.
what you gotta say.
Oh yeah, I said it sounded like you seem a little more angry than
No, I'm
a
not
police thought.
I don't care if you record me.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get
It
it.
don't matter to me.
Let's get it. Let's start this process.
What bothers me is you think you know what you're talking about and you don't.
What-
You're telling me what.
I'm saying if somebody
do,
doing,
you
if
don't
somebody,
know.
I'm saying if somebody's speeding excessively like that over the speed limit, then you want to hurry up and pull him and see what's wrong with the guy. You don't want to follow him 5-10 blocks down the street, run his tags, find out about the person, and then know about the person, then come and question about this. You doing wrong police
So
work.
what you're telling me is
Your police work is not correct.
Since you're assuming, let me give you an assumption. This car could have been involved in a robbery. If I run the plate before I pull up on the car, I know that before I approach it.
Oh, okay. All right.
But that goes your logic compared to mine.
Yeah.
Because I do this job every
You
day
think
and
like
you
that?
don't.
Yeah, that's how you think.
I do this job because I do this job every day and you don't.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Okay.
Okay. Give me a second. Here's your license back.
Thank you.
I issued you a summons for speeding.
Really.
Court date is the 10th of September at 11:30. The courthouse at 920 Hall Street. You're sitting on.
So I don't know if I was schooling him because he should have known because he's an officer. You got to uphold the Constitution. You got to know these things.
Right.
I don't want to say I was schooling him, but if you pay attention to the video, man, it looked like I couldn't argue with him that he just had to just leave alone and move on to the next subject. When he brought back to the car, he said, "I'm citing you for a speeding ticket, whatever, and I cut it off." But I went to court. Don't you know this guy didn't show up? And then later, I saw him probably 2 months down the line. I'm like, yo, why didn't you show up to court? He said, what, you want me to go down there and re-indict you, take the charges out? I said, no, I'm good. I just was wondering why you didn't show up. And he looked at me and he said, why are you even here? Aren't you rich? Why are you even around the city? And I looked at him and I said, wow, because now that puts me inside of the precinct and what they're talking about around there. Because now you think because I went viral with millions of views that I got rich from it and that I shouldn't even be around my home city where my family is, where my kids are. Like, he asked me, why am I here? Aren't you rich?
Right.
And I just looked at him and I said, I walked away. I said, you have a nice day, sir. And that right there kind of sort of gave me a sense on why they probably bother me so much. I don't know, but that was a shocking line that officer, his name is Officer Venable. You know what I'm saying? If he's an honest person, he'll admit that he said that to me upon seeing me after not showing up to the court date about me excessively speeding.
Ultimately, the officer who pulled Mr. Williams over issued him a questionable speeding ticket but did not appear in court, resulting in the dismissal of the case. It's really alarming for me watching all these videos which clearly show Roy Leeshun Williams' rights being violated. I've provided a link to Roy Leeshun Williams' GoFundMe in the description below. If you have the means, I kindly ask you to consider donating to his GoFundMe campaign. The funds will be allocated towards covering expenses such as legal fees, costs associated with gathering documents, evidence, fees related to court proceedings, and expenses related to an upcoming lawsuit.
Thank you for watching. We appreciate your support. Don't forget to subscribe to the Don Andre Investigations YouTube channel. If you have a video you'd like to submit, you can easily contact us by email. Our email address is in the description of this video. The second best way to get in contact with us is by sending a direct message on any of our social media platforms. We are accessible on all social media channels, and you can find the links to our social media profiles in the video description. Reminder: when sending in your videos, please keep your email brief, using no more than 3 paragraphs. Include your full name, the time, date, a description of the incident, and your contact information.